Joseph, the claims sector has evolved significantly in recent years. To what extent is the market evolution affecting the talent base that underpins it?
So the claims part of the insurance sector obviously involves with the insurance sector. And so the insurance sector is responding to evolving risks, whether those be cyber risk, political risk, pandemic risk, which is something we wouldn't have known to talk about really 2 years ago. All of those things are evolving, and we're needing to evolve in the claims industry to address all of those needs. And what that really requires is a new set of skill sets. And it's very specific, whether it be forensic engineering, forensic accounting, cyber assessment, renewable energy experts. But it's taking that expertise and marrying it up with what is our core adjusting competencies, because it's really science plus art is what makes adjusting work. And so we're able to do that by recruiting those individuals to the industry. And so we call it Global Technical Services, or GTS. And what that really is doing is bringing that expertise to bear on the claims industry. And we've had a true focus on bringing in these experts. We've been able to onboard 62 of them this year, but you will see this over the course of the next several years of our desire to really bring in more expertise, because that's responding to the evolving needs of the insurance industry.
The claims sector has for a number of years acknowledged the talent challenge that it of course faces. What are the critical steps that need to be taken to bolster the industry's skill base?
So the demographic challenges our industry faces are real, and they've been ongoing for some time, and they've been exacerbated by the pandemic. And so what we're trying to do is attract new talent into the industry. And so I think that there's really a three-part solution to this. One is diversity. We have to increase the talent pool and those available for the industry. Second, we have to train them. And I think Crawford has been known as the trainer of the industry. And that has been historically true of us, and now we've recommitted to that, and we've recommitted to training within the industry, because it's going to be critical that that new talent we're attracting to the industry be able to come to the core skill sets that the industry currently needs. And then of course we have to retain that talent, and I think that that is becoming a huge challenge within the pandemic and with the job movement that is going on. But the way we intend to do that is to become the employer of choice. And when we set out to do that, we believe we will be able to retain that talent that we're attracting and training to the industry.
Joseph, the Great Resignation is a development of significant interest in the US, and of course it could impact other regions as well. What are your views on what it might mean for the claim sector, and how do you manage this impact?
Yes, so the Great Resignation is impacting all industries, and unfortunately the claim sector is not immune from the impacts of the Great Resignation. And if you read some studies, it could be up to 40% of the workforce. And that's a huge problem for our sector, and basically everyone is trying to deal with this right now. And so what we are doing to combat that is to really listen to our employees, to really listen to what it is they want to do. And so we're doing that through pulse surveys, through coffees with them, through a monthly town hall that we host where we answer all of the employees' questions. Because we do believe that if we can understand what our employees want, then we can respond to that. There's an old saying that people join companies, but they leave bad managers. And I think that we've been focused on that. And so we've instituted a management training program throughout the company in order to respond to that need that we heard coming from our employees. And we believe that if we can become flexible and we can become an employer of choice, we can start to stem that tide of the Great Recession, or sorry, the Great Resignation. And I think that when we're able to do that, it really does tie us more closely to our employees. A recent McKinsey study said that there were about an employee was 8 times more likely to stay with a company if they believed that they were valued and listened to, and we're committed to doing that.
Thank you. So turning to Crawford now, the company has announced a significant number of acquisitions over the last 12 months, which obviously has been hugely exciting. What are the factors that are driving this?
Sure. Well, we're very excited about our recent M&A activity. So we're primarily still focused on organic growth, right? That is the core of who we are, and responding to our current client needs is what we're really interested in doing. But we really want to augment that with our M&A activity. And what we're looking for is to grow our geographic base and to add specific capabilities to the company. It's been interesting for us, right, because it's a frothy M&A market out there, and we're not really interested in driving up because we're not looking for a financial play. And so we're not looking just to add EBITDA to the company. We are really looking for those opportunities where 1 + 1 makes more than 2, and where we can bring something to the company that is joining us. And so in particular, our most recent 3 acquisitions we're excited about. The first is a company called eJuster, which is a Canadian-based content provider. And we believe there's incredible opportunity there because eJuster is already the market leader in Canada, and they have a growing presence in the United States. But we believe we can accelerate that growth in the United States by our presence and our market contacts. And as we develop it in the United States, we can then take it globally, which is very exciting for us. The second is Praxis Consulting. And Praxis Consulting is a subrogation offering, and it's an area in which we'd been underpenetrated. This is an area that our adjusters used to do years ago and then become a very specialized area, in an area where we had a small presence but not a deep market presence. And so we've teamed now with a group that has a deep market presence, and we believe we can also accelerate their growth with the opportunities Crawford has to offer and for our customers. And then the third is Bosboon in the Netherlands, which really brings us some additional scale in the Netherlands, but particular expertise that is going to allow us to cross-utilize those adjusters and cross-sell in a way that really makes both companies a lot stronger. And so we're really excited about these 3 acquisitions, not only what they bring to us, but what we're able to bring to them.
And Joseph, finally, this year marked Crawford's 80th anniversary. And as the company looks to the future, what are the factors that you see as critical to its ability to continue to expand and evolve as it has done in the past?
So I think the great thing is, for us, those same things that were important 80 years ago are the same things that are important now. Our founder, Jim Crawford, had a saying that was top quality promptly. In a lot of ways, it's a very simple phrase to articulate, but it's not an easy phrase to execute on. And I think that quality in a large way has really stayed true, right? I mean, what is quality is in a lot of ways in the eye of the beholder. So it's our customers, their policy holders, our other claimants. What quality means to them has maintained over time. What has really changed, though, is promptly, right? When we can sit on our couch and deposit a check or order groceries, our sense of urgency and how fast something should happen is almost immediate. And that has really changed over time. And we've been evolving to meet that change. And so whether it's on-demand services or inspection services through WeGoLook, or our digital desk that allows a triage of a claim to get it to the most efficient and effective way to resolve that claim, or a managed repair network, we're focused on promptly, and technology is really allowing us to do that. But what's critical to us at Crawford & Company is that technology then has to be married with the people, because there's an empathy component to what we do. We're often interacting with people on what may be the worst day they've ever experienced. They've experienced a loss, and so they do want that loss handled quickly, but they want that loss handled with empathy and understanding what it is. And that's where our technology meets up with our people and their core skill sets to deliver that top quality promptly. And that's what we're really all about.